In this video we are going to be analysing Robinhood, ticker HOOD. Now they have just had their earnings, negative 20 cents earnings per share. Guessing it's not as good as the market was pricing in, because obviously we have sunk around 20% on the day. So now what is key to note is, where did we stop moving? We went down to basically $9.50. This is our statistical mean on the 6-month chart. So this is key to note. The levels definitely being respected. We did a strong fade down to this move, and this is where we see volume start to decrease and also momentum slow. Now again, this is key, especially on earnings releases, to see how it reacts coming into these levels. We've just seen it on Disney. If you want to check that out, we just did an analysis on it, and it's reacted the exact same way. Coming into statistical mean, that's where momentum slowed. So again, this is just key observations to be doing, because these can definitely be targets coming into earnings plays. Again, you can be having tight stops if it's above a deviation. For example, you can maybe have a 50 cent, a dollar stop, and you could be still looking for a 2-3 point upside. So key observations, because this is maybe how, yes, going into earnings can be a 50-50 gamble, but are you going to be getting a good risk to reward? If you're getting a 4-to-1 risk to reward, then sometimes it can make sense to take that 50-50 chance, because again, the risk to reward and the overall then probability is still in time over in your hands. But though, 950, that's where we came down to. Now, what are going to be key supports if we break through here and continue down? $8 is going to be that next key support. This is our first deviation on the 6-month, and would take us kind of down to what we would call a pivot point. You can see came down harsh here before, gapped up, tested it, or kind of here, definitely slowed down, gapped through, came back, and then this was used as a support. So this $8 is showing as kind of a pivot level. Do be paying attention to that, but if in time we do break that, then 945 will be that next key support. That is our second deviation, also on the 6-month chart, and would take us down or below now then that 52-week low. And I think that would also then be its all-time on Robinhood, because again, it is a recent IPO, so may provide some buying opportunity if you're looking to be buying Robinhood as a longer term play. If we break that, then we are looking at 590. Going further would be 490, and a final level taking us to around 350. Now these are our key supports. Again, yes, there's a lot of levels provided, but we'll be showing you how to use these at the end of the video. Now on the other hand, if we start pushing back up, what a key resistance is, so we have $11. That's going to be our first deviation on the 6-month chart. Going higher will be 1180, again first deviation, but on the 1-year chart. Now these are levels kind of key to note. We broke through these today. We never really got that retest, so do be looking out, because it wouldn't be unsurprising to see a move back to $11, especially if no more fundamental news comes out. Then it's going to be trading strictly on technicals. We could see a push back up, and then again it may continue its fade down, but it wouldn't be unlikely to see in time a push back to $11. Now if we break that, we're going to have our recent high pivot level, and by pivot I mean it's been used as a support and resistance before, but it is also our second deviation on the 6-month chart. So coming into this level, 1250, going to be a key level, but if we can break this, there's definitely some good upside opportunity on Robinhood. And that would give us a target of 1410, going through there, 1560, 1760, 2350, and a final level at 2950. So like I said, yes, we've given you a lot of levels. How do you use all these levels? You don't. The simplest way to look at it is, where are we now? We're currently sitting at 987. So all you'd really then focus on is the two closest levels. We have a support at 950, we have a resistance at $11. Look to play off these levels, not really before, so usually when we're within this range, I'm not touching it. If it comes up to $11, that may provide me a good short opportunity. Look to trade it short. On the other hand, again, how you can use these levels, if you end up waiting for that break, again, you can trade these levels, two different types of traders. You can be a short bias trader, you can be a long bias trader. You use these levels differently. If you're a short bias trader, you're probably playing the initial move into this level, play that as a short. Otherwise, if you're a long bias trader, you can either trade the breakout. If you can trade breakouts, I personally don't. Instead, I wait for that retest, get that second wave move. And what I mean by that is a break above $11, come back to test as support, and if that level holds, then I would be looking at 1180 as that key target. Now though, on the downside would be our focus. So again, not really looking to trade it unless we can break this 950, and then I'll be looking for a break below it, come back to retest it as a resistance, and if that holds, then there's a good indication that we're going to go down to the $8 move, $8. And this is what I would be a bit more focused on, because this is going to provide a much better risk to reward than the upside target. I mean, if we're trading 1110 to 1170, that's not all that much upside. Well, I mean, on a percentage basis, still pretty good, it's for 6.5%. But compared to the move, we could be looking at to the downside. I mean, that's a 16.5% move. Obviously, you're never going to capture the whole move, so even if you halve it, you're looking at 3% on the upside and still around 8% to the downside. So again, I'd be more focused on the downside. Obviously, overall markets are still quite weak. We are still considering a bear market. So the trend, which is still down, usually will be a high probability as well, especially if you're looking to swing trade it. But anyway, that is the main breakdown on Robinhood. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe and check out one of these 2 analysis videos.